Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund's commemoration of National Vietnam War Veterans Day 2021. I'm happy to have you with us here today. Of course, we hoped that we would be back at the wall live by this time this year, but the situation is just not letting us to do that. We hope this will be our last virtual ceremony and that we'll be able to get back to the wall for future events. And I'll give you an update about that in a little bit. But first, I want to say thanks to Latasha Adams on our staff at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund for putting together that great tribute to all of our Vietnam veterans. To all of you, welcome home. Today for our ceremony, what we'd like to do is we'd like to share with you some of the many videos and messages that were submitted to us by individuals and other organizations around the country that also commemorate and celebrate the service of our Vietnam veterans on National Vietnam War Veterans Day and throughout the year.
The Peace and Brotherhood Chapel was dedicated to the memory of and built as a tribute to all those who have given their lives so that others may live.
This chapel has been critical to the healing of many, many veterans from all conflicts.
Here at the National Museum of the Marine Corps, the Vietnam Historical Gallery brings to life both realistic scenes of close combat and small moments of compassion on the field of battle. Wall murals and dioramas deliver stories about individual Marines, combat operations, air support, special units, significant contributions to the war, and troop morale.
So since 2015, TCA and the VVMF have partnered to bring the Wall It Heals to more than 100 communities throughout America. And with that, not only do our TCA member companies donate their drivers' time, but also their fuel and equipment to this program. These professional truck drivers, some of which are Vietnam veterans themselves, really take a lot of pride in this program by honoring the legacy of those whose names are on the wall.
Since SDIT's inception more than 30 years ago, America's Vietnam veterans have been at our side, encouraging us to build this organization and move it forward. Across the country, they pledged their support, and true to their word, those veterans have been with us all along, wherever we've been, across the United States, and even when we went to Vietnam in 2003. Our unprecedented relationship with America's Vietnam veterans is helping both veterans and Gold Star families heal. Imagine the warrior returned from the battlefield and befriended the children of his fallen friend. As we move closer to National Vietnam War Veterans Day on March 29th, we, the families of those remembered on the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, say to you, the veterans who fought alongside our fathers, thank you and welcome home.
My name is Kelly Coleman Ryan. I am the Gold Star daughter of Joel Daniel Coleman. As a member of Sons and Daughters in Touch, I continue to support America's Vietnam veterans as a volunteer with the National Park Service at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It is our responsibility to honor and remember the 58,279 men and women on the wall, Vietnam veterans, Gold Star families, and to teach future generations of their sacrifices.
My name is Patricia Toddy Lee, proud Gold Star daughter of Sergeant First Class Delbert Chan Toddy, Panel 17 East. It is our responsibility to honor Vietnam veterans, provide education to the public on the historical and emotional legacy of war. Our volunteering at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial and the moving walls across the nation give us the opportunity to provide guest services, meet veterans, and promote healing. Vietnam veterans, we thank you for your service and welcome home.
Since 1973, the National League of POW MIA Families has served a special group of Vietnam veterans, those who never came home. Comprised of the close family members of our prisoners and missing, our nation's unreturned Vietnam veterans, the League has been instrumental in achieving answers for more than 1,000 families.
Hi, I'm Marie Kennemer. I'm the late wife of CW2 James Dale Kennemer, 69 to 71. I want to commemorate and thank all veterans on March 29, 2021, who still are alive and served and gone but not forgotten. I shop at the Exchange. I come here to Benbrook Foreign Post and have hamburgers on Friday nights. I go to the museums. I shop at the base and get great clothes. I'm even going to the dance, and I even go where you can bowl and play bingo at the base. And I want to thank the North Texas Patriots. Thank you.
Aren't those just great messages? Thanks to everyone who submitted a message, particularly our partner organizations. It's great that we have the memorial in Washington, D.C., but it's also great to work with other organizations around the country that care as much about Vietnam veterans as we do. We appreciate their messages and look forward to working with them even more closely in future years. Now, I have a special announcement to make about two new things from the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. You know, if the last year has taught us anything, it is that we are losing too many of our Vietnam veterans too quickly. And we have to do what we can to collect their stories now. Otherwise, we run the risk of losing many of them to history. So the two initiatives that we're launching today through the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund's website are a podcast called Echoes and also a registry of Vietnam era veterans. So with our podcast, it is called Echoes, and it will talk about the service of Vietnam veterans, not only those who died and are listed on the wall, but those who returned home, many of whom have gone on to be very important in their community for the jobs that they did, the community services they performed, and the podcast will talk about their impact on our country. It will also talk to children or grandchildren of some of the men and women who died in the Vietnam War, or some of our veterans who returned home and later died as a result of their service. So there will be lots of interesting stories, and we look forward to being able to talk to these living Vietnam veterans and their children and others that are affected by different parts of the war. So it'll be a lot of really great stories, and we look forward to sharing those with you through our podcast called Echoes. You can get it wherever you get your podcasts, or you can find it on the VVMF website at vvmf.org/echoes, ECHOES. And second, I'm really excited about this. We have a registry for Vietnam veterans and Vietnam era veterans. So many of you know that there are registries of veteran service for World War II and the Korean War. Those were created by the federal government through the American Battle Monuments Commission, but for various reasons, a similar registry has never been made for Vietnam veterans. So once again, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund has stepped in, and we've created a registry like this. So if you or a family member served in Vietnam or in our military service during the Vietnam era from November of 1955 to May of 1975, we want you to register your service on this Registry of Honor. And the great thing about it is we've also set it up so that as more people join and have their profiles online, they'll also be able to connect with one another. So make sure you spend your time putting your whole military history, your areas of service, locations, and things like that, units, into the profiles so that others who may have served with you can find you through our registry. It's really important for future generations, I think, to be able to go onto that registry, put in maybe a grandfather's name or an uncle's name, and see your profile, your story come up. And so I encourage everyone to enter their profile on the registry, both Vietnam veterans and Vietnam era veterans. You can find that registry online at registry.vvmf.org. Finally, I have a great news to share with you. We do expect that for Memorial Day 2021, we will be back at the wall for a live and in-person ceremony. So for all of us who are just waiting for something to indicate that we're getting back to normal, I think Memorial Day will be the start. It'll be a slow start, but that'll be the start for us to get back to our normal set of activities at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. Well, we're going to have to meet whatever restrictions are in place by the District of Columbia. So it's going to be a very, very small crowd. And stay tuned to the VVMF website for more information about registering for a reserved seat for that event or whatever else changes we have to make based on the conditions in Washington, D.C. and the restrictions placed on us by the District of Columbia. But we're just so happy that we'll be able to be back at the wall. We expect that we will do a reading of the names for the first time in the last 2 years of new names that have been added. And we know there will be a couple of family members there as we read for the first time the names of their loved ones that were added to the wall. We have two great speakers, Diane Carlson Evans, the founder of the Vietnam Women's Memorial, and also noted Vietnam veteran and author Carl Merlantis. So we're going to have the normal pomp and circumstance that our ceremonies deserve. We're going to have great speakers, and most importantly, we'll remember those who have sacrificed and served for our country. So it has been a pleasure to do all of our activities virtually and include a lot of people to attend our events that couldn't normally come to the wall, but have been able to share them as we do our ceremonies online. Memorial Day this year, although we'll be in person, we also will live webcast that event. You'll be able to see it online for weeks and months afterward. So tune into our website for Memorial Day and know that we are getting back to normal. Finally, we're going to end our ceremony today with a special musical tribute, a music video by singer Rocky Lynn, and it's called Thank You. Thank you for your service and welcome home.
This song is for all you did. I saw you back when I was a kid. Saigon was burning on my TV. I remember when you came home, you must have felt all alone. It's a little late, but I'm gonna say it. Thank you, I wanna thank you from my heart. And there's a million others just like me who wanna do the same. We're gonna thank you, finally say the words we should have said. It's long overdue. We wanna thank you. Welcome home after all these years. We've seen the wall, we've shared your tears. 58,479 strong. Brave men and women fell. Lord knows it must have been hell. And I'm sorry that it took so long. And there's a million others just like me who wanna do the same. We're gonna thank you, finally say the words we should have said. It's long overdue. We wanna thank you. Thank you from my heart. And there's a million others just like me who wanna do the same. We're gonna thank you, finally say